What's up, my people? Welcome to Vertical Football. Welcome to another episode of Five Things We Learned. Arsenal to Manchester United 0 at the Emirates Stadium. An amazing game, really. A game that really showed a lot of interesting things for both sides. So, guys, let's jump right into it. The 5 things we learned in the Arsenal versus Manchester United match. Arsenal 2, Manchester United 0. I think, first of all, let me start from Arsenal. I think it was good what we saw from them. These are the signs of a good team. They were good on the ball, as what we always expect from Arsenal. Arsenal is always good on the ball, but not just good on the ball. So they were difficult to play against. Their pressing shape, the mid block was solid. It was difficult to play through them, and I think that's one of the things you want to see about a team. And I think Arsenal, and as I said it many times, that team, I know definitely Odegaard makes them a better team, but that team is a solid team, and it was really good to see. I think the second thing we want to say is also to Manchester United. I think one message that will pass to Manchester United fans is do not make the mistake of attributing this loss to Ruben Amorim. I think this is what Manchester United should expect. You know, when you spend over £600 million on players, but you don't really have an identity. You know, you can't say you are a transition team, even though Erik ten Hag shouted that he wants to be a transition team. This is not a transition team. You can't say this is a possession-based team. You can't really define the identity of this club, because they are not good. Once they win the ball, they don't even know what to do on a transition. That's number one. And number two, even when they have the ball, they don't know what to do with the ball. So it's not a possession-based team. So I think this is the Manchester United team we've come to know right from the times of, David Moyes, even down to the likes of Mourinho and Ole, a team that just defends, and maybe if there are good moments on a transition, they capitalize on it. So I think you can't really attribute this defeat to Ruben Amorim. Just understand that it's a process. Just understand that he has to get his own players in. He has to get his style of play in. And don't be too emotional to say, oh, it's a loss. That means the man is not a right man for the club. It's just early days. The third thing I want to say is football is a game of margins. A lot of margins. When you play two top teams at this kind of level, you have to understand that the little things matter. And, first of all, the set piece. I think people can say, oh, Arsenal will just won on set piece. It doesn't really make a lot of sense, because set piece is part of the game, and it's a very, very important part of the game. That's why coaches have set piece coaches. That's why teams have set piece coaches. And it's so surprising to me because I'm a Manchester United fan, but I have always said it many times when I speak about other teams that I hate. Let me rephrase it. I dislike the zonal style of corner kicks, the zonal style of marking in corner kicks. And I saw Manchester United do that. I don't know who is in charge of the set piece, because I know that Ruben Amorim brought in a set piece coach on his way. One of his assistants is dealing with set piece, and we already had a set piece coach already on ground. So I think when you have two very good set piece coaches, they should be able to provide a solution to that situation. I think the best way to go ahead and to mark corner kicks, I think is 1v1. Why using why using zona? So I think it's really not good. Then I think the fourth thing I want to say is, I think really, Manchester United has a lot of work to do. I think we all know that, and it's just a loss. Take the loss and move on. It's going to be a season of ups and downs, really. A season of losses. I don't want to mention certain players. I don't want to start mentioning players that didn't do well or do not do well. I just think take it as a team. You lost as a team, and take it. And then lastly, I want to say give credit to Arsenal. I think it was a very professional win. When you try everything and you can't break through, you just have to use what you have to use. I think that team is a proper team. I've said it many times for those of you that are following the podcast that, in my opinion, I believe Arsenal is in my opinion, from the way I view it, Arsenal, when they are Arsenal, they are the most complete team in the Premier League. And you can see it today, the ability to use set piece to win. I don't think there's any club in the Premier League right now that has that efficiency. And I think this game, if you want to summarize this game, you just have to say it was a game of the set piece coaches, a battle of the set piece coaches. And I think the Arsenal set piece coach actually won today. So Manchester United fans, it's a journey, it's the beginning of a process. I hope that Amorim is able to create an identity for the club, because this club doesn't have an identity. And when you face an Arsenal team that knows how they want to play and they play how they want to play, at least for most of the time. So it's really good to see. So again, thank you very much for sticking with me. This is Arsenal versus Manchester United. Arsenal 2, Manchester United 0. Please don't forget to like this video. Don't forget to subscribe. And most importantly, don't forget to share. Thank you and bye.